Welcome back to Curiosity Repo, your home for exploring the biggest questions in the universe. Today, we're diving deep into a puzzle that has baffled thinkers for centuries. It's a question that cuts to the very core of who you are. Imagine an ancient, magnificent ship, the ship of Theseus. Over the course of its long voyages, every single wooden plank becomes weathered and worn. One by one, each plank is replaced with a new, identical one. Eventually, not a single original piece of the ship remains. So, here's the question, is it still the same ship of Theseus? Most people would intuitively say yes, of course it is. It has the same name, the same design, and it continues its journey. But what if you took all those old, discarded planks and reassembled them? Now you have two ships. Which one is the real ship of Theseus? The repaired one, or the one built from the original parts? This isn't just a clever riddle about boats. This ancient paradox, first posed by Greek philosophers, is a powerful metaphor for our own existence. Because just like that ship, your body is in a constant state of replacement. The cells that make up your skin, your bones, and your organs are continually dying and being replaced with new ones. In fact, over a period of about 7 to 10 years, almost every atom in your body will have been swapped out. The person you are today is physically made of entirely different stuff than the person you were a decade ago. So, are you the same person you were yesterday, last year, or when you were a child? If your physical components have been completely replaced, what is it that makes you, you? This question pushes us to think beyond our physical bodies. Perhaps our identity isn't tied to the specific atoms we're made of, but to something else entirely. One popular idea is that our identity is linked to our consciousness and our memories. You are you because you have a continuous stream of experiences, thoughts, and memories that connect your past self to your present self. You remember your childhood, your first day of school, the joys and sorrows that have shaped you. This unbroken chain of memory creates the feeling of a consistent self, even as your body changes. This seems like a solid answer. It's the software, not the hardware, that matters. But this idea has its own set of perplexing problems. What about amnesia? If someone loses all their memories, are they no longer the same person? Their friends and family would still recognize them, but the individual themselves might feel like a complete stranger in their own life. Their chain of consciousness has been broken. And what about the subtle, gradual changes in our personality and beliefs over time? The you of today might have very different opinions, dreams, and fears than the you of 10 years ago. If your memories and your personality can change so drastically, can we still claim that an unbroken self truly exists? The person who loved a certain band in their youth might find that music unbearable now. Are they the same person, or just a successor with borrowed memories? This is where the puzzle gets even more mind-bending, especially when we bring in futuristic ideas like teleportation. Imagine a teleporter that works by scanning your entire body, atom by atom. It then destroys your original body and sends that information to a distant location, where a new body is reconstructed from a fresh supply of atoms. You step into the machine in London and, an instant later, a perfect copy of you steps out in New York, complete with all your memories, thoughts, and feelings. To everyone in New York, you have successfully teleported. They see you, talk to you, and would swear that you are the same person who just left London. But did you actually travel? Or did the person in London simply cease to exist, while a new, separate consciousness was born in New York? From the perspective of the person stepping out of the teleporter in New York, the journey was seamless. They remember entering the machine, and now they are here. The stream of consciousness feels unbroken. But the original person was dematerialized, effectively killed. This raises a terrifying question: would you be willing to use such a machine? Are you just transferring your information pattern, or are you transferring your actual self? Most philosophers argue that this process is not travel, but a form of death and replication. A clone is created with your memories, while your own personal experience comes to an abrupt and final end. The new person believes they are you, but your consciousness did not make the trip. This thought experiment forces us to confront the nature of our own consciousness. Is it something that can be copied and pasted like a digital file? Or is it a unique, singular phenomenon tied to a specific physical brain? If consciousness is just the result of complex patterns of information, then maybe the copy is just as much you as the original. But if there's something more, something irreducible about your first-person perspective, then teleportation is a one-way ticket to oblivion. This brings us back to the ship of Theseus. Perhaps the answer isn't that one ship is the real one and the other is a fake. Maybe our concept of a single, enduring identity is the problem itself. We are not static objects like a ship, we are more like a process or a pattern. Think of a river. The water flowing in it is constantly changing, yet we call it the same river day after day. The river is the pattern of the flow, not the individual water molecules. Similarly, maybe you are not a thing, but a process. A continuous, evolving pattern of thoughts, memories, and physical changes. There is no permanent, unchanging self to be found. You are a story being written, a song being sung. The notes change, but the melody continues. This perspective can be incredibly liberating. It means we are not prisoners of our past selves. We have the capacity to grow, change, and redefine who we are. The person you were yesterday doesn't have to dictate the person you are today. Every moment is a new plank, a new opportunity to rebuild and reshape your own ship. The paradox of the ship of Theseus doesn't have a single, easy answer, because it's a question about the very nature of existence. It reveals that the simple idea of sameness is far more complex than we imagine. You are a living, breathing paradox. A collection of ever-changing parts that somehow maintains a sense of continuity. An ongoing story with no final chapter. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the maze of the mind. If you enjoy pondering these kinds of questions, be sure to subscribe to Curiosity Repo. Until next time, keep questioning everything.